INnoVation. Hurricane. Zoun. Africa TV, Prego Studio Live. 2020 GSL Season 3. Code S. Last Stand.
Welcome back to GSL Code S. We've got a match that I personally am really excited about. Zoun came in here with his own approach to a matchup that I think everybody can agree this is the hardest of the matchups right now. Is Protoss versus Zerg. But Zoun showed everybody a new way, a way to win, a way to come out on top.
He played really well. The thing that strikes me is that just looking at everyone's play, not considering matchups and everything, the smoothest play today has actually been from Zoun.
Yeah.
His builds fit together very well. He had little things that he put in, like the shield battery I noticed that he made at his front door that the Stalker was guarding as he was moving out, because a lot of times people link counterattack, make you warp into depths there and stuff. His control was really clean the whole time. His macro, his micro, he just looks completely on top of it today.
Yeah, he looks to be in incredible form. Let's see how he does against INnoVation. We're going to go to the map Submarine for game 1. The winner moves on to the round of 16. Let's go.
전투 지원이 들어와. 함께 우린 더욱 강하다. 알파 X, 조운, 박한수. 카이즈 게임, INnoVation, 이신영.
Quick reminder here for everybody watching. We have an unusual schedule today. We actually also have ASL tonight. So we're going to finish this broadcast. We'll be going to the other studio that we work out of over in Jamshil. And if you're watching live, the YouTube channel you're watching this on now, it's going to be on the same channel later on today. So you don't have to go away. I don't know what time zone you're in, but we never have ASL on Saturday nights, but we've got a lot of esports we're cranking through here out of the two studios, and so we had to squeeze one in today. So if you're someone who just watches StarCraft 2, I promise you can enjoy StarCraft 1. Same way, vice versa. So join us.
Yeah. And that being said, we also have ASL tomorrow night. GSL on Wednesday is going to start an hour and a half earlier because we have group selection afterwards.
That's right.
So a lot of little schedule changes.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited for this match. I actually think Zoun is going to win. Just based on the games that we've seen today. Like, I think there's a lot to be said when someone's just, everything is moving correctly, you know?
Yeah.
That's kind of the hard part, is like, within StarCraft, like just making sure that you're macroing well, you're microing well, you're hitting all the little details, your strategies are cohesive. You know, you're making the right decisions mid-battle and all these things, and we've seen that very well from him. Whereas with INnoVation, it's like, yeah, he's kind of smashed Hurricane Game 3. He beat him pretty handily Game 1, and then Game 2, like, just died to a warp in. So I'm like, I don't know. It's like, I mean, yeah, you're INnoVation, you're really good, but at the same time, the way that Zoun was prepped for Sue, like, that was really good prepping, man. That was some of the best, cleanest PvZ that we have seen in GSL this year.
Yeah, he completely disarmed the Zerg.
Yeah. The only Protoss, that series to me, the only Protoss in Korea that has looked better, in my opinion, is Trap. That was just such a clean series.
Yeah, I mean, he came in there so ready. And taking out Sue, man, that's like taking down a Rhino. I mean, it's... He is hard to beat. He's hard to ever get control of. I mean, I don't think I can recall a game like that at least in my memory, of Sue just dying the way that he did. And Now that we're in this game, I'm even more excited because we have a Void Ray being made.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I don't
this
even
isn't
know.
a proxy Void Ray. It's just straight up a Void Ray.
I think it's my birthday.
Dude, what is
It
this?
must be my birthday.
I mean,
But how much older am I going to be getting if Zoun keeps playing in GSL? How many birthdays do I get to have? Am I going to get to be the oldest man in the world?
you might.
Yeah.
Might die before then. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it could be.
A second Void Ray? What are we doing?
Okay, so where does the first one go? Does he hide it? Does he show it?
It's looking for drops.
Okay.
Okay, so that's just a patrol to stop anything coming into his base. A Void Ray will kill a boosted medevac before it can get away. So,
And then Glaive's behind it.
okay. This is really, he's got his own stuff.
So the Terran hasn't seen the Void Ray yet. And keep in mind, normally, when Stargate Tech is made, you would have, he didn't scout the Stargate, right? He never saw that, right?
I believe he did not see it.
So normally you would have seen an Oracle or a Phoenix by now. So right now he's probably assuming there's no Stargate. And there's a third Void Ray!
Dude, okay.
Get your Void Ray punch cards out!
Here's what I think we're going to see. It's going to be an Adept all-in where the Void Rays kill the bunkers and siege tanks.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And that's exactly, yeah, like, I can't imagine it being anything else because neither of these units scale at all.
Wait, is he not going to see this? He's like, I'll just not scout the Void Rays.
That's what he's thinking right now.
Yeah. I'll get wrecked. Whoa!
Now INnoVation has to look at that and be like, what is up?
So does he get a fourth Void Ray? It looks like this is set up so that the 3 Void Rays can get across the map. The Adepts that have already been made will get there. They'll meet up with the Proxy, Pylon, and Gateway.
Yeah.
That Gateway acts as an accelerant
Now,
for Warpins.
there's no tanks. There's one bunker.
Yeah, I feel like
I
these
think
Void
Zoun
Rays
is going to kill him. Pretty sure.
I don't know what to say. There's
Well.
one Cyclone here.
He killed his own bunker. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool.
Here we go. Now will the Widow Mines connect onto the Void Rays? They do, but do not die.
Yeah, it does not even
Yeah.
matter there. He's going to take out medevacs. He's going to kill everything.
Oh
He's
my
just
god.
wrecking.
Down!
Wow.
Down!
Pretty sick. Pretty sick.
Look at this guy.
We got new Protoss on the block right now.
He's the guy now.
Is he the guy already?
He's already the guy that everybody wants to be.
Damn. I thought that was Zest.
Guys want to be him, and girls want to be with him.
All right.
Maybe the girls want to be him too. Maybe the guys want to be with him. I don't know.
all of the above.
All of them.
All
All
of the
of them,
above
man.
with builds like these. Set 2, Ever Dream. Can he just cleanly get out of this group before Tasteless?
Let's do it.
Probably.
Will he use Void Rays again?
No.
I'm guessing no.
He's not going to use
But
that building.
no, Artosis, we can believe.
Yeah? You want Void Rays
Artosis
again?
is the guy telling everybody there's no Santa Claus. You can't do that. You got to believe in
I would
Santa
never
Claus.
say
Don't
that.
you want to believe in Santa Claus, Artosis?
I know that he's real.
Yeah.
Maybe Proxy Void Ray all-in. I'd love that.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see
Christmas
it.
comes early. It's Christmas and
Your
my birthday.
and
Yeah.
Christmas. Wow, that's a terrible time to have your birthday. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
it is. I have some friends that have that. You get
Yeah.
half the presents you normally get. Everdream has loaded up. Zoun versus INnoVation. Let's see what happens.
영광의 전투가 펼쳐진다. GSL을 위하여. 알파 X, 조운, 박한솔. 카이트 게임, 이노베이션, 이신영.
You like the capitalizations? INnoVation's name?
Uh,
I think they're super alpha.
Super Alpha?
Yeah.
Do you?
I think it's Alpha Dog.
Yeah?
Yeah. Letterization.
Okay. It's all right. I've gotten used to it over the years. The name is too long is the problem.
Oh, you don't like it?
INnoVation. Don't you think INnoVation needs a few more letters in it? LOL.
Put an LY at the end.
Innovationally.
Innovationally.
Well,
Innovation.
Then it could be. Then it could be the newest app that's worth $1 billion that doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It does a third of some other app.
I think the best one he could do is make it Innovationator.
Okay.
So, what is Zoun gonna do here? I don't know, man. That play. So what does Terran want to do? Like, let's say that you knew that was coming. Like someone whispered in your ear, he's gonna make 3 void rays. You just
need
get
bunkers. You need
turrets, and you're fine.
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
And
if you have a wall and the adepts can't just get in the main, the void rays can be.
Because there's zero scaling, so like you can lose a bunch of SCVs repairing that stuff. But you look at what Protoss has, and they have like glaives and a Stargate.
Yeah.
And that's it. There's nothing at home. There's no units. There's no forge. Blink and charge aren't done. There's no robo for splash damage either.
Right.
It's just total garbo. Like what you have scales into nothing at all. So as Terran upgrades finish and stuff, they will kill you. So it's definitely an all-in that we saw. A very cool one. I definitely had a lot of fun watching that one. Ooh, a Stargate. And the Stargate. Now the Stargate is after 2 Adepts and Warp Gate. So this is not a Stargate for an Oracle. I think we're going to see something weird here. We might even see the same build.
I guess we're not going to see it, but
he might just decide that INnoVation won't know how to kill it yet. Because you ask me how to kill it, I tell you what I think will kill it. I'm fairly certain, but I don't know the exact numbers of everything that you need, right? Because I haven't seen this. Now, INnoVation may have never seen this before, and he's like, he's not going to know you need 3 turrets or something like that. You know what I mean?
Maybe there's a lot of nuance on where the turrets have to be. Like if they misplace at a certain spot, you go, oh, we could just go around this.
This is even more layers. It is an Oracle.
I was wondering if there was a chance that we'd have a sentry made and then a hallucinated void ray just thrown out there. Like how can you build a whole meta around this? Now there's a Hellion coming around, and the entrance is not corked. Oh, and there's a Reaper as well.
Yeah, he wanted to do that bounce.
Yeah.
Doesn't need it. Well, the Oracle, I guess, can come and fight. All right, Shade's in with the 3 Adepts, so he's actually going to get a lot of damage done here himself.
These have not been killed off yet. So both sides are trading blows here.
Pretty similar amounts of damage.
Yeah, I guess everything is sort of evened out here.
I would say that that was better for INnoVation overall. He knows that there's an Oracle out. The Oracle had to play defense.
Well, I think not just that, but the Reaper and the Hellion are much more expendable.
Yeah.
The Adepts are, I mean, depending on what kind of game this is, and I think we're going to have glaives again here. You know, the Adepts do add up. They give you a lot more power when you get enough out.
You know, when I mentioned about the Oracle, basically, normally when you get something like an Oracle, you just want it to get in as early as possible because damage earlier is more important. They have less defenses, and it scales better, that damage, right? The earlier you kill the SCV, the better. I've never seen a game like this where it was just like a casual Stargate into 1 Oracle. It was a casual Stargate. That was not a pro gamer Stargate, right? Like if I was like just watching and someone showed me that timing of the Oracle and they're like, what league do you think this guy's in? Like, I don't know, gold or something?
Yeah.
You know, because like that, why would you get an Oracle right there and then? And the thing is, it defended for him and now he's tagging with it, so it's like, okay. I mean, you can do things that are not completely on meta and it can be fine. Yeah. If you know how to deal with it, like if you practice it some. I'm just saying, it's very different. Very different. That is on brand for Zoun tonight.
By the way, good catch there. The Oracle can probably do a lot more without the threat of the Cyclone there.
Yeah, that's true.
So Stim is coming here. Terran's continuing to power up. They'll be able to be on the map a little bit later here. We do have 1 Forge coming down. And a little bit of a later blink than normal here, but I like what Zoun's doing here.
It's looking good.
He's got a little bit of a different pacing compared to the PVTs we're used to casting.
Yeah. Well, that's good. You want to change up speeds, right? You want to have things come at slightly different times and stuff to throw your opponent off. That's for sure. If you get into a complete rhythm, then your opponent's going to be able to read that and know what's happening. but he's kind of dictating the games, right?
Yeah.
And everything coming in at different times and in kind of weird timings, that can throw you off as INnoVation. It's like, what is he up to?
Okay, there's a medevac that's going up north, and I don't believe it's going to be spotted here. The main army is being tracked pretty well here. The tag continuation goes on.
So he's gone up to a lot of gates. He's getting charge and +1 attack, and he does have a proxy pylon.
Yep.
So I wonder, right? Like, the Oracle definitely seems like it is. Oh my God, he's going to catch this Raven.
Okay, this is big. Actually, I think it might. No, okay, he does get it. That's actually really big. Consider
really
that no probes were killed, and there's not going to be a disable, which would probably help out a lot. Let's say there's an immortal out. Oh no!
Well, he loses that, but you know what? The amount of tags he's had, like, you can definitely see differences between Zoun's and Hurricane's play overall, right? Like,
Oh, for
he's
sure.
keeping track of where INnoVation is, like, at all times. He really knows where the army is at. I like it so much. I really like this play that we're seeing.
Well, I'm loving how novel the approach is here from Zoun, where I think a lot of the other plays we've had for Protoss players are kind of weird carbon copies of strats that don't work. Now the tag is worn off, but the observer should be able to spot this. Okay. Is Zoun going to be able to scramble into position here? Seems like, you know, with INnoVation seeing the edge of the observer before it went out of the scan vision, thinks twice about trying to come in again.
You know what? INnoVation might push forward here. He's just flew by an on-location third. Yeah, he's warping in up there. That could be harassment, though. Let's see what he does with those 3 Zealots.
The medevac is marooned over here on the side of that mountain. Can't come in without getting shot down by stalkers. But those are stalkers that are not going to be with the main army. So it does have a function there. Somehow these Widow Mines were not shot down.
No real targeting going on there.
Yeah.
Busy elsewhere.
Okay, here we go. This is a serious wall of infantry here.
Yeah, it's quite a few units. And, I mean, the mines go in. He doesn't have that many Zealots here right now.
Yeah, I don't see any robo-tech to try to help fight this. I don't even see any Archons here or anything. I don't. This is just like a better army from INnoVation that I think is going to. Is this just going to end the game? I mean, I don't.
Well, he unpowers some important buildings over here.
Well, there won't be any Immortals for a while now, not until that Robo is powered again.
Yeah, and without a battery at the natural, he is just losing terribly on that front. This side over near his third, he's doing okay on, though.
Yeah, I don't know about this, man.
Oh,
wow,
boy.
this is going to be pretty painful. 21 dead probes now.
Yeah, INnoVation smashing.
GG.
That's it.
You know, what Zoun was doing was pretty cool until you realize it's not going to work against a basic Terran army. Like, you and I were gushing over him.
Yeah.
But then the army comes out, it's like, oh, you don't have Colossus? You just started an Immortal. You don't have Storm. You don't have an Arc. I mean, there's nothing that packs a punch against infantry. It's Zealots, Sentries, and Stalkers against Stim Marine Marauder.
Yeah,
in an open area.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But still, there was a lot of freshness to what he did there. It didn't work out that time.
Yeah.
I guess we just go on to the map 3 and see what Zoun has for us now. He's so great, he's even given us a game 3 against INnoVation, what we really wanted.
Thank you, Zoun.
Yeah.
You generous god, you. Well, does Zoun have any more tricks up his sleeve? So far, he's had a pretty much completely alternative approach to both matchups. Let's see if it's enough to take on INnoVation, a 3-time GSL champion.
영광의 전투가 펼쳐진다. GSL을 위하여. 알파엑, 조운, 박한솔. 카이트 게임, 이노베이션, 이신영.
I am so pleasantly surprised by how innovative Zoun's approach has been.
Yeah.
Like, this is so cool. I love the Void Ray Adept all in. I love the way that he approached Zerg, getting mid-game disruptors, and then taking advantage of these turtle-ish areas on the map that usually Protoss can't break, and taking advantage of it by using that as cover for the disruptors to chuck shots in there and chisel down the army. And even the game that Zoun lost, he seemed to have a very different way of handling it. I mean, it's funny because he kind of lost in about as straightforward of a fashion as you can lose, you know, where the infantry just get there and
There's
you
no
lose the fight.
there.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, let's see what else Zoun has.
Well,
and if it has Void Rays in it.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I don't think we'll see the Void Ray thing twice. This would be a worse map for it too, I would say, to go up the ramp. But we'll see. We'll see. It's been surprising us a lot here today. I really want him to get out of the group right now, but then that means either INnoVation or Sue doesn't get out, which is kind of messed up. You know?
No.
Yes!
It's fine.
Round of 16 without INnoVation or Sue? That
Look
doesn't
at
even make
you,
sense.
the establishment caster.
That's right, yeah.
No, man, I'm chaos caster over here. Let's cause a crazy upset. Look, if we could get more Zoun games, I welcome it.
Okay, I understand that point of view.
So, Reaver comes in. We're waiting to see this, Reaper, excuse me, not Reaver. Reaper comes in. We're waiting to see what other tech Zoun's gonna have. There it is, Stargate.
Yeah, it's just the kind of later Stargate again. Okay, cool. Cool.
Does he have a different iteration of that same build as before? Does he have some kind of all-in?
I think it's going to be the Oracle again, and I think he's going to move out with three Adepts again.
So maybe he's made some adjustments already in his build order where he's going to be safer against INnoVation. You know, one thing about INnoVation is he tends to not radically change what he's doing from game to game.
Yeah, no, he's even making the Hellions, so
yeah.
You're definitely right about that.
Yeah.
We'll see here momentarily. I mean, you definitely, let's say it's exactly the same as last game. Oh, he's making a Phoenix this time, so we're getting every Stargate unit out of this guy.
Stargate Man.
Stargate Man. All right, Phoenix. An interesting change. I mean, Phoenix openers, there's nothing wrong with them.
So how many more Phoenixes does he want? Or is there chanting? Okay, so the second Phoenix is being made.
Well, you generally always want, you know, at least 2 Phoenixes, because, like, what's the sound of one hand clapping? The same thing as one Phoenix lifting, right?
Lifting, yeah.
Just lifts it off, and you're like, oh, okay, that was cool.
I was wondering if there was any chance of Void Rays behind it or not. I mean, the Void Ray is a funny unit because it's like the Black Sheep Protoss unit where it just doesn't quite have a function.
Yeah.
Certainly not one that allows you to use it in a long, long game.
Yeah.
I mean, the Reaper's a little bit like this, but the Reaper at least has a central role, which is to scout and keep the other side honest by, you know, forcing you to make defense and place buildings in a certain order and all that.
Well, it looks like it's probably going to be Phoenix Colossus. There's really not much else you can do when you're making Phoenixes if you're making a lot of them. There was Phoenix Adept for a bit, but that's no longer something that can really be done. It's really been solved at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that Colossus tech. Yeah, I wonder, do you think he's going to take a third, or...
I don't know.
Are we going to see, like, I would imagine that there will be a third with this. Yeah,
well, it seems like there's always going to be a third, right? It doesn't seem like there's many games where, like, Protoss...
Phoenix, yeah, it's, like, kind of weird to not take a third with this. There was a 2-base Phoenix Colossus all-in that existed before.
Yeah.
And he's been playing so weird, I got to ask the question.
Well, whatever he's got in store, I totally welcome it. Oh, okay, that was weird.
Breaks the lock.
And so, Protoss continues with development. Colossus coming, along with Thermalance. So Phoenix Colossus. I don't know how much more damage the Phoenixes can do.
Yeah, it seems like he's pretty well defended everywhere, and I mean, it's good to use up the energy as much as you can.
Well, this is actually pretty good. I mean, if he can get catches like this.
Yeah, good lift there. Canceling that lock on once again. Gets rid of the Viking.
Yeah, hiccuping that lock on is key.
It'll be interesting to see which way INnoVation wants to play. When you're playing against Phoenix Colossus, well, it was a big thing like way back in like Legacy of the Void. It was a very powerful unit composition that was used against Terran. And the prevailing thing was like, well, either you don't make Vikings or you make 1,000,000 Vikings.
Yeah.
Right? Like either you massacre all the Phoenix and Colossi before you fight, or you kind of ignore them and have a more Marauder-heavy army. So we'll see which way he goes. I mean, he is definitely making a lot of Marauders. You see him getting that concussive shells right now. He may just try to skip going Vikings. I think with this many mines out, I think that's really reasonable.
I think you're probably right. I think, well, this map's pretty open. You know, we've talked about this already today, but I think you can kind of skip Vikings if you know that you can get a pretty good angle in a fight. Phoenix Camp, by the way, dropped down by 1. It's going to be remade. Ideally wanted to keep that 5 Phoenix number.
Yeah, it seems like he might have that in mind, like you say.
This additional damage has been dealt on top. Oh my gosh. Did he actually get that? No, it's one shot away from being killed there.
Yeah, INnoVation trying to be a little bit too fancy there. Zoun catches him and punishes. Not a gigantic punishment. It's not the end of the game.
No, but if INnoVation mismanages that, he can lose his medevacs with the units in it. So you got to be very careful. And look at this. Again, another good little assassination on these. Guys, Zoun might get out first.
He's looking very good right now.
Zoun might win the whole GSL.
That would be sick.
We might have to learn Zoun's language. He's going to be the conqueror. He's the king. Zoun might just be the new emperor.
I'm ready for it.
You're probably wondering why do your parents worship Zounese? All right, well, that's the religion of Zoun.
All right.
No, this guy is just a beast. He's playing so well. He has got not only a really, I think, cool approach to the matchup, but his engagements are really good. Like, he's winning all the little skirmishes. He's keeping INnoVation back. This is probably the most timid we've seen INnoVation in a while.
Yeah, well, I don't think he has any opportunity to attack at the moment. And I don't think he's actually gone into Ghosts yet, which means these Archons are going to be very, very useful. Blink on the way, so he's transitioning away from the Phoenix-type composition. Phoenixes don't actually scale. You don't want like 1,000,000 of them and maxed out armies.
Okay, good catch. Getting the Widow Mines here, this is huge.
Really nice.
There's just nothing but an army that can kite, and that number is dropping pretty quickly here. The Phoenix is picking up the Marauders as the Stalkers shoot them down in the sky.
Ooh.
A counterattack is inbound here, but I think a recall is in order, right?
Well, if he actually commits, I would say yeah, but right now you should continue to attack. You've already picked off a bunch of army. You know where a bunch of the other army is. Right now, Zoun should just have a stronger force.
Yeah, on top of the eBay here too, but I guess he's going to try to push all the way into the main here, getting on top of production. Maybe a good way to get a killing blow on the Terran. This infantry is just not going to be able to engage the Colossus. And I think actually that counterattack is so small and minuscule, Warpins can deal with it.
Well, he just let his natural Nexus die. He is going for the kill right now. Look at this. He's getting all sorts of upgrades, forcing liftoff at the natural. He's killed a ton of SCVs.
Yeah, and even though INnoVation's counterattack is pretty scary, it's not doing damage anywhere near fast enough.
And he is just going for the kill right now. Look at this. Lifting up Marauders. His Colossi doing some serious work, just shredding everything.
Dude.
Zoun is going to take this game.
This is the player I'm most excited about now in this tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. He is looking fantastic.
The new level. He's just leveled up Protoss. Unreal. This is such great play. INnoVation doing his best to try to counterattack. The damage is not coming out fast enough. Keep in mind, Zoun has a recall, like an ace up the sleeve here.
He'll recall to his third if it gets there.
And by then, the damage is
this
far
is
too
last
much.
command center. So
yeah, that's
I
it.
mean,
He
kills that and that's it.
Yeah. And then it's just a ghost town of a base.
I think INnoVation right now is looking at this and thinking, okay, is there any way to get a draw? No, there's not.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, he's even probes.
Straight up dirty play.
Well, this is actually really smart if you're not going to recall.
Wow.
Wow.
Zoun.
First place in the group.
Turned INnoVation into a clown.
Oh.
Great play. I really look forward to this interview. I'm wondering where Zoun thinks he can go in GSL. Not only is this a player that we're not used to seeing here,
It's only his second season.
Yeah, but he's actually come in here with a completely different way of playing Protoss in both PvZ and PvT.
Awesome play.
I welcome this.
Very exciting.
Okay, that interview is ready. Andy will be translating. Let's go to that now. Or in 5 seconds from now. You know, whatever.
And Zoun takes the win over Su and INnoVation, and he moves out in Group E as the first place. Congratulations. Thank you. Wow. It was amazing to see you beat Su and INnoVation to get that first place spot. How do you feel? Well, first of all, they're such splendid players, so I was quite worried at first, and I practiced really hard. And I'm really grateful to my team for analyzing the opponents. Season 1 was your first Code S, and Season 2 was your second. And it feels like you are really good at maintaining your composure. And it feels like your skills are really improving really fast. Well, back in Season 1, I was really nervous. So I couldn't think straight at the time. But today, playing on the stage, I was able to brush off the nervousness. And you did use the Colossus and the Phoenix to gain the win over INnoVation. And you also went for the Voice Raise as well. So, did you make the build yourself? Yes, I did. Well, your builds were very amazing in the winners bracket. And you were really good at using the disruptor skill shots against Su. So did you practice that? Yes, I did. So in the process, I realized that my win rate wasn't that high. So I was actually hesitant whether I should use disruptor on stage or not. But then I did use the strategy. Yeah, it might be really regretful if you didn't. So do you think the plays you showed today are quite similar to how you play normally against the Zerg? Yes, I think so. You know, my Zerg win rate these days are like lower than 30%. So I did practice especially harder for the PvZ. So I wonder if today's victory will have any special meaning for you. So I think winning an offline match today definitely means a lot to me. And I wonder if I can win the next one. As for the head-to-head record between you and INnoVation, you're actually ahead. In the past, when we used to have scrims, I actually had a pretty good win rate against INnoVation. Oh, you showed a very strong side of yours against INnoVation today, and then you move out as the first place. So this is your first time participating in the Season 3 group nomination. Well, I'm just gonna sit there still and move to Group A. So do you think you're gonna get picked in Group A? Yes, I think I will be picked in Group A. I think I am probably the least skilled player out of the 16 players. So what are your objectives for this season? Well, at least making it to the round of 8 would be very hopeful for me. But I think I'm gonna have to try first. So many fans were surprised by your awesome plays today, Zoun. So before you go, anything you want to say? Whenever I stream, there are fans who cheer for me. So I think I'm able to play better because of those fans. Once again, congratulations on making it to your first round of 16 in GSL. Thank you.
All right. Zoun moves on. This is a great development for today.
Yeah, no, that is super exciting for the rest of the tournament too. I cannot wait to see how he does in the next round.
I thought our games are going to be like good, but pretty straightforward. Where like, okay, yeah, of course, INnoVation gets out, and then Su gets out. But now, either Su or INnoVation will not get out. I don't know if Hurricane can upset both of those players, but we'll see. We've got a short break. When we come back, the elimination match. Do not go away.